I went on my wife's phone to jokingly prank her sister, but I found explicit messages and content that my wife was having an affair with another man. I never thought I'd be the guy writing one of these posts. I'm 30. My wife Jenny and I have been married 8 years, together since we were 22, fresh out of college. We own a nice house, travel a couple times a year, still have sex 4 or 5 times a week, still laugh at the same stupid jokes. We've never had a blowout fight that lasted more than a day. We even had each other's phone and email passwords, because neither of us ever had anything to hide. Or so I thought. Friday morning, Jenny was still asleep. My brother texted her, asking her to message his wife Carly from his phone because Carly had dropped hers in the toilet and they were sharing for the weekend. The 4 of us had plans. The girls were supposedly doing a little out-of-town getaway, while my brother, some buddies, and I watched football all Sunday. I saw the text, grinned, and thought it would be hilarious to grab Jenny's phone and reply to my brother with something embarrassing. I opened iMessage to read their old chat so the prank would land right. Second conversation from the top. Zach, heart emoji. And latest message from him, a heart emoji and GN. I didn't know any Zach. I opened it. What I saw punched the air out of my lungs. Explicit talk. Filthy, detailed talk about what he wanted to do to her, what she wanted him to do. Nudes from both of them, timestamp between 1 and 4 a.m. while I was asleep next to her. Good morning texts from him, plans to meet up this weekend. I sat there staring until the room tilted. 8 years. All of it fake. I put the phone down, showered, made breakfast like a robot, and woke her up with a smile. She had no idea I knew. While she was in the bathroom, her phone buzzed 3 separate times, typing swoosh, typing swoosh. I heard every send. That night, she went out with friends. She thought she lost her phone. She didn't. I kept it. Spent hours brute forcing the new passcode she had quietly set that morning. When I finally got in, the new messages with Zach were even worse. Positions, deep-throating, confirmation she was still coming this weekend. And yeah, my sister-in-law, Carly, was 100% covering for her. I screenshotted everything, emailed it to myself, wiped my traces, and gave the phone back before she got home. I make significantly more than Jenny, $212K versus her $30K. We have an ironclad prenup with an infidelity clause. Financially, I'll be fine. Emotionally, I was already dead. I hired a PI that same day, changed every password she ever had access to, retained the sharkiest divorce attorney in the state, and I played the happiest, most clueless husband on earth while the investigator followed them all weekend. What followed was 72 hours of the most insane real-time surveillance you'll ever read. Saturday. They left in Jenny's car at noon. PI tailed from a distance with zoom lenses and live feed I could watch on my laptop. Dropped Carly at a Starbucks. Jenny drove off alone. Jenny did paranoid loops and U-turns like she thought someone was following. She didn't know the PI was half a mile back. Came back, picked up Carly, went to a mid-tier hotel, Hilton type, ate at the attached restaurant, sprinted to the car for no reason, more paranoid loops. Dropped Carly at the hotel with a key card, then Jenny drove straight to a 1-story house in a residential neighborhood, greeted Zach with a full kiss on the mouth, and went inside. Confirmed. My wife was inside that house, screwing another man while supposedly on a girls' trip. PI staked out. I sat on my couch with a bottle of whiskey, watching the live feed of the front porch like it was a horror movie. Later that afternoon, Jenny and Zach came out holding hands, picked up another guy, let's call him X, from the same Starbucks shopping center, and all 3 went back to the hotel where Carly was waiting. 4 of them. 1 hotel room. You do the math. I wanted to puke. Jenny texted me that night saying Carly was cheating on my brother. Carly had already texted my brother that Jenny was cheating on me. They were trying to get ahead of each other. I ignored both, kept gathering evidence. Sunday. All 4 of them came down hungover, ate brunch outside the hotel restaurant. Jenny, wearing Zach's sunglasses, went back upstairs. More sex, presumably. Eventually, they dropped the guys off, made out with Zach in his driveway for a solid 15 seconds in plain view. Then Jenny and Carly spent 2 hours at Starbucks, clearly scripting what lies they were going to tell us when they got home. They came home early Sunday afternoon.
I had already wiped browsing history, frozen the joint account, and hidden 2 audio recorders in the living room. What happened next was 2 hours of lies, trickle truth, crying, anger, bargaining, and finally the full confession. They never planned a girls' trip. It was always a sex weekend with Zach and X, friends they'd apparently been flirting with for weeks. They switched partners multiple times, every possible pairing. Carly got cold feet at the last second and only hung out with X. No penetration, according to her. When it was all done, they turned on each other immediately, each trying to be the good one who snitched first. Jenny sobbed into my chest like she used to when life was normal. I let her, then I told her we were done. She tried everything that week. Favorite dinners, lingerie, movie dates, begging, crying, anger, bargaining. I rejected every advance. Slept on the edge of the bed, facing away. Monday, I met the lawyer again. Prenup is rock solid. I'm moving forward. Tuesday night, we all met at my brother's house so the girls could come clean together. Carly tried to pin the whole thing on Jenny, saying Jenny pressured her. Jenny called bullshit. Carly cried. Jenny slapped Carly across the face hard enough to leave a handprint. I almost applauded. Wednesday morning, Carly showed up at our door with a police escort, the non-emergency kind, and announced she's getting restraining orders against Jenny, me, and my brother after the divorces because apparently we ruined her life and gave her depression. She's staying in a hotel until it's final. Jenny and Carly are now mortal enemies. My brother and I are both filing. The 4-way friend group is radioactive ash. Jenny finally broke off all contact with Zach and X via iMessage the night her phone died. She smashed it when I rejected her one last time. I know because I read the iPad she forgot was logged in. She still cooks me breakfast some mornings out of habit or guilt. I eat it because I'm not throwing away perfectly good eggs. But we barely speak. She sleeps facing away now, too. I'm numb. Some hours I'm furious. Some hours I'm just empty. I keep replaying our entire marriage, wondering what was real. The PI footage, texts, nudes, hotel key records, everything is locked in my lawyer's office. When she gets served, she'll see exactly how thorough I was. So yeah, that's how I found out my perfect marriage was a lie, watched it burn in real time, and now I'm divorcing the woman I thought I'd grow old with, while my brother divorces her ankle police, her best friend. I loved her more than anything. Turns out that wasn't enough. Thanks for reading this novel. I needed to get it out. I'll probably update once the divorces are final, whenever that is. Until then, hug your person tight if they're still worth it, and maybe check their phone when they're in the shower. You never really know. Throw away for obvious reasons. Original posts were January 2015, account long since deleted. This is the full saga, cleaned up and compiled.